Hey guys, what's up? Jared here, Dex and Dice, Ramblings of an LGS owner. Quick video, I have 10 minutes before we open. I just want to touch on something that I saw a couple of days ago and just was running through my head with it. It's a video that Kira did, Strawberry Pokemon, about Rudy's video with the $10 booster pack. And Rudy's right, Kira is kind of right, but like, let's be honest here. Um, I don't think she's being 100% genuine with her breakdown of stuff. Most of it, from what I can remember, was essentially kids' game, pricing kids out. Stuff shouldn't be that expensive, and it shouldn't really be that expensive, but supply and demand dictates, and I'll touch on that in like 2 seconds. But here we are, and it's all because not just with Pokemon, but any game currently, like I cannot call up a distro and be like, hey man, let me get a restock of Secrets of Strixhaven, the latest Magic set. I can't, not even the Yu-Gi-Oh set, Digimon, One Piece, Gundam, none of that. Like it doesn't exist. The whole system is supply and demand, and I hate to have to reiterate that, but that's kind of what dictates prices. Even them printing the ancillary products, which is what she was pointing on, this is why because she was kind of ragging on like the Rudy saying there's no booster boxes to do thing to make the collapse happen, and she was like, yeah, because like they're printing the ancillary products because that's where their bread and butter, that's what they make the most money on. Of course it is, no one's disputing that, but them just focusing on printing those is not going to cause the bubble to burst like everyone's waiting on, because there's not enough booster packs in those things for anyone to care about. There's not. Booster boxes is what would cause the market for Pokemon, Magic, any of this stuff, honestly. That's what would cause the market crash that people are hoping happens so everything becomes affordable again. Don't see that happening with any game currently. I'm not just picking on Pokemon or Kira or anything like that. I like Kira. I watch her shit. I watch Opossum Bud, Pokey and E. I like all of them. I just, it's just one of those things of like, that that's a thing. Like, you can be all mad about it and emotionally charged, and for the kids. At this point in time, we're all old enough to know that when someone prefaces something or even includes the fact that it's harming the kids, it's for the kids, you're pricing kids out, it's mostly, most of the time, emotionally manipulative BS, and it's just something there that is like a good point to get you to hang into what they're saying and be more agreeable to what they're saying. Do I believe everything should be $7 to $10 a pack? Personally, no, I don't. Let me just make that clear. I would much rather be able to call up my distro and get what I want, when I want, how I want, and go back to selling packs for $5 a piece, just because the game is rigged to be a volume game. That's just the way that it is. However, that's not where we are, because there's no supply for any fucking thing at the moment to make the bubble just poof, okay? Supply sucks everywhere. In any game, supply sucks. It's just the way it is. So until there's like a magical number reached, or they just decide to they decide to, run their own Titanic into an iceberg or whatever, we're not going to see the levels of printing of X, Y, and Z that we would need to see to cause the market to crash. We're not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen 6 months from now. It's not going to happen a year from now. Speculation on the whole new Pokemon printing press getting up and online next year. Some people say it's already online, which is why we're seeing reprints quicker of certain things than we are, which, I mean, that would kind of make sense. They would have to put the printing machines through some kind of tests and everything to make sure they're working properly, so it may be up and running, spitting out small volumes of product. But even when it does get to full capacity, I don't expect it to spit out enough to satiate demand. I just don't. I do believe the next 3 to 5 years, I know that's a pretty wide window, this is just the way things are going to be. So you're either going to just have to suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it, and just keep riding the same old, everything's expensive. Look at these scalpers, expensive, expensive, rah, 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 shit over and over and over and over and over again. And I mean, you do you, boo boo. I get it. $8 per thousand views per, what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 videos you might put out a fucking week, give or take. Not saying, but my point being is that shit's going to be expensive. It's just the way it's going to be. We all just kind of need to accept it for better or worse. And I hate just being like, well, fuck it. That's just the way it is. But it is. Until the supply for everything gets figured out, this is just where we're going to have to live inside the TCG world. If you don't like it, I get it. Then just bow out for a while, go touch grass, go, I don't know, pick up painting, go read a book, go do something else. No harm in that. I completely get it. But for those of you that want to stay around, for those of you that are wanting to still be a part of the TCG hobby, you're just going to have to eat crow with the rest of us. Sorry, not sorry, man. Like, you guys on the retail side are like, it's not fair, and us over here on the technical retail side, but LGS side, it's not fair for us either, because we can't get restocks. We can't give you guys what you want. We can't fill the void there. And when we do get product, yeah, we kind of have to, hey, little Nat, we kind of do have to charge secondary prices, because we got to get our money in where we can, because we can't just call up and get a restock. And the shitty part about it is that once we blow through our initial waves of stuff, it could be 30, 60, 90, 120 days afterwards before they will do another reprint of anything. And at that point, the hype is pretty much already gone. Anyone who wanted anything from the sets typically have already just bought the singles. So you're looking at your distro being like, I really don't want 8 more cases of this, but if I don't take it, it hurts my reputation with you. So I guess give me the 8 cases and I'll figure it the fuck out, So anyways, that's just where we are, guys. And the sooner we all come to terms with it and figure out a way to deal with it, a plan that is either, okay, fuck it, let's just ride this out, or okay, fuck it, I'm out. You need to pick one and go with it. And just stay in your fucking lane that you pick. Damn. Like, I can only hear that everything is so expensive and you're pricing kids out and kids' games, and let's be honest here, guys. Kids don't play these games anymore. You tell me that Riftbound is for kids. You tell me Flesh and Blood is for kids. You tell me Gundam is for kids. You tell me Yu-Gi-Oh! Is for kids. You tell me any of these games is actually geared towards kids now, and you're just being completely 100% just dishonest with yourself. Yes, you can introduce your kids to these games, and then, yeah, the game is for the kid, but you're the one that introduced them. It's your hobby. You're still going to be the one buying it, so it's not just a kid's game. It hasn't been kids' games in probably a decade or more. So let's all stop talking about it's a kid's game when it's not. Anyways, get accustomed to a $7 to a $10 booster pack and just live with it. If not, like I said, figure out one of the two of this is how it is now, or fuck this, I'm out, and go with it. Anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. By all means, tell me I'm an asshole and to go fuck myself in the comments or whatever. Like, share, sub, all that good stuff. Because I ain't got time for the stuff, guys. We're all pretty much adults now. And you can choose how to interact with the hobby. You can choose to stop the hobby and go do something else. It's a hobby. It's not life or death, By all means, do what makes sense to you, okay? Fuck what I'm saying, typically, fuck what everyone else is saying. You got to figure it out for yourself. And then if you decide to stay, you have to work within the system that is currently operating. And that's just that. Have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you next video.